let's take a look at eighth rests. Eighth rests are the equivalent of eighth notes, but you're silent instead of playing. So that means that you're meant to be silent for half a beat. In writing, the symbol for an eighth rest looks like this. So it's like a little hook here, and it's quite different from the other rest symbol, so it's pretty easy to recognize. Let's sort out what this rhythm would sound like, the rhythm at the top, and we'll put out some beat numbers to explore how to perform rhythms with eighth rests. We start with the first thing that you have in the bar, and that's always on beat number 1. So we'll put a number 1 on top of this first note, and we can identify it as a quarter note, which means that that covers the whole first beat. So the next thing that we have in the bar would then start on the second beat, and here's our eighth rest. So we'll go ahead and put a 2 straight on top of the eighth rest, and like we said, it's half a beat, so that only covers the first half of the second beat. So the next thing that we'll have to start on the 2 and it's this symbol right here. So we'll put an A on top of that, and we'll identify what it is, and it's an eighth note, so they have the same value. That's the rest, and this is the note, so they both of eighth value, which means that they cover 1/2 beat each. So together they would cover 1 whole beat, so that would make up the whole of the second beat together. So then we know that the next thing that we have would start on beat number 3. So we'll put a 3 straight on top of that note, and if we look at what it is, identify it and how long it lasts for, we'll see that it's a half note, so that would last for 2 beats, so it would cover the third and the fourth beat. So we'll put a number 4 right after here as well. So here's our rhythm. Starting on the first beat with a quarter note covers that one, and here is where it's happening. This is where you have the eighth rest, where you're meant to be silent, and then you have the eighth note on the 2 and. So it starts on the off beat, right in the middle between the second and the third beat. So this rhythm would read 1, 2, and 3, 4. Again, it would read 1, 2, and 3, 4. So these are pretty tight. This one, it's not long, you hold it until you play this one. And we'll listen to what the rhythm sounds like performed by a drum and a click, a metronome that's keeping the beat. And it will be a 4-beat count in, and then you'll hear the rhythm. Here it is. That's our rhythm with the eighth rest included. And remember, you're meant to be silent on that first half, so on the 2 there's nothing, but pretty quick after is the eighth note.